Hello friends, welcome to my channel Hira Techies, and this is our Angular 16 NgRx tutorial. In this video, I am going to create one basic counter application using this NgRx logic. Now let me go to my application. Here first we can create one component. We can create our component inside the component folder. We can provide the name is counter button. And let me create one more component. The name is counter display. So our component is created. The next thing is part of our NgRx implementation, we should have the state, actions and reduces. So that actually I have created in my last video itself. So anyway, let me show you. So inside this store folder, I am having one basic state. It is having only one property is counter. And in this action side, I have created three actions. So basically it is used for our counter application. So the first action is increment, then decrement and reset. So using this create action function, we have initiated our actions. So this create action function belongs to our NgRx store. Okay. So that actually I have clearly explained in my last video. And the final one is reducer. So in this reducer takes two input. One is the state and another one is the action. And then using this create reducer, we have initiated our reducer also. So based on our actions, we have implemented the functionality here. Okay. The next thing is we have to register our store and reduces in our app.model. Now let me go to my app.model. So in this import section, I'm going to include store model. So that is belongs to our NgRx store only. Then for root, here we have to include the object and I'm going to provide one name counter and then our reducer. So already I have created the reducer is counter reducer, so we can use the same one here. So you can see it is imported top of that. So in case if you have more than one reducer, you can include like this. Okay. The similar way we can include n number of reducers. Okay. Next let me go to my component side. So our first component is counter button. So let me take this selector and in our app component we have some default style. We can remove everything except this router outlet. So the first component is added. Similarly, I am going to include the next component also. We can copy this selector and let me include it here. Okay. Okay, this is fine. And before that, let me include one div tag. And in our button component, I'm going to include one h1 tag, counter application, and we can include the buttons. Okay. So the first button is for increment, and the second one is for decrement, and the final one is for reset. So let me save this one. And similarly in our display component, so instead of the p tag we can use the h2 tag. Counter is initially I'm providing as the 0. Okay, that is the default value. Okay, this is fine. Now let me go back to our counter button. So there I am going to define three functions. Okay, on increment, similarly on decrement and on reset. Okay. So these are the three functions, and also we can have the constructor also. And next we can bind these events in our buttons. Okay, this is fine. And the next thing is from these functions we can dispatch our actions. Okay, so before that let me inject our store here and store of, here is an object and then counter. So this name is nothing but what we included in our app.model. Okay, so we have registered our reducer in the name of counter, the same name only we are using it here. And then the state format is like that only, counter, and it is the number only, the type. Now let me dispatch all the actions one by one. So store, dispatch, the first one is increment. Okay, the same way in the second function we are dispatching this decrement. And in this final function we can dispatch this reset. Okay, now we have done in our button side. So similarly we can apply the changes in our display counter also. Okay, so in this display counter also, first we have to inject our store, private store, and the store. So here we have to include this object and the format are same only, counter number. Okay, and here I am going to implement this NgOnin hook, and in this hook we are going to use the select function. Okay, so this dot store dot select. So here defaultly the value is coming counter. So since the value is an observable format, so we have to subscribe this one. And let me declare one variable also here, counter display, and the data type is number. So now we can assign values to this counter display. Okay, so data dot counter, that's it. So finally we can bind this counter display variable into our HTML side. So finally we have done. So let me run this application. Okay, I'm getting error in our reducer side, so let me verify this one. So regarding this initial state, okay, yeah, actually I'm not imported top of that, that's what I'm getting the error. And this initial state also I need to export this one. Okay, now the issue got resolved. Okay, now this is fine. See the output, actually we don't have the proper design, that's what it is coming like this. We can verify the functionality. See, when I am clicking this increment button, the value got increased. Similarly, so if I'm clicking this decrement button, automatically decreased. And also if I'm clicking this reset, it should be 0. Okay, this functionality is not working. So let me verify this one. So in this reducer side, yeah, actually, so in this counter value, I have to set as the 0 while resetting. Okay. Now let me try once again. So if I'm clicking this reset, it is 0. Now the functionality is fine, but the design is not that much fair. So anyway, throughout the series, I'm going to use the same application only. So here we can install the material UI, and also we can make these buttons into material UI button. Okay. For installing this material UI, we have to use this command. So application in running mode. So let me stop this one. We can execute this command. Okay, it is saying skipping the installation. Package is already installed. The testing purpose already I am tried. So that's what it is already installed. And we can choose the default theme, Indigo Pink. And this one is yes, include the animation. Okay. Okay, the installation gets completed. And here I'm going to create one model file, material.model.ts. Export class material model. So since it is the separate model only for the material UI, we have to include this ng model. Okay. And it is having this export section. We have to include our material UI component models. Okay. For in our case, we are going to use the button only. Match button model. So next in our app.model side, so in this import section, we can include this material model. That's it. So we can run the application once again. Okay, application in running mode. So in this component side, we have used the normal button. So let me change this into a matte button. Matte raised button. For the second button, we can use accent. And the final one, we can include the warning. See the response now. Also, we have to include some space. It is much better. Okay. So already our functionality working fine only. So initially we are able to see the counter value is 0. So in case in our state itself, if I am providing the default value is 5, from the page load itself we are getting this 5. So when I'm clicking this increment and decrement also work fine. So finally if I'm clicking this reset, the value should be changed into 0. Okay, working fine. So now we are in the end of the video. In my next video I will explain how to pass the data through our actions. Okay. So still if you have any doubts or clarification, please post in the comment box, and also please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching.